Hey guys, and welcome back to Jalen Says. And today we're gonna be with some really cool ladies, some strong black actresses, strong black women who are really doing the thing, they're doing the things that they love, just really making an impact to the world around them. And also, guys, thank you so much for the milestones we've been hitting. We're so close, 600 subscribers, and I really appreciate really everything you guys done to really support me, support what I've been doing. And without further ado, here are some of them right now. How are you doing today?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
great.
Hi.
Hey, hi, ladies.
Hi, hi, hi. Good to see
Hi.
you. Beautiful faces.
So how's everyone doing today?
Great,
What?
great.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic, fantastic. So can everyone go around saying who are they? So can everyone go around saying who are they?
Hi, my name is Malika Blessing.
Hi, my name is Shaquita Smith.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Morman.
Hey, I'm
Hi.
Chantal Maurice.
Hi, I'm India Marie Cross.
Hi, my name is Taylor Polidore.
Wow. Wow. So really, all you guys are actresses, all you guys are phenomenal at what you do. You guys also are not just actresses, you guys do a lot of other stuff, be it skydiving, be it producing, be it really just making an impact in the world around you. So, first off, let's go with Miss Malika because I've known you for a while now, a long time, and you're really what kind of brought us all together today. So, can you just introduce yourself for the audience out there and just tell us what you do?
Again, my name is Malika Blessing. I am an actor, producer, director, and a casting director, and just love being in a position to express my artistry in every way possible.
So, what brought you into this business?
Just the love of it. I knew from a little girl that this is something that I wanted to do. I started off in doing Shakespeare theater as a young girl, and I fell in love with Diana Ross and Lady Sings the Blues. I was addicted to her performance in that movie, and I knew that that was something that I wanted to do and that I aspired to do. I tried everything as a kid. I did violin, double dutch. I did cheerleading. I mean, everything. And the only thing that stuck of what I did was acting and doing acting classes and things like that. So I just fell in love with it and knew that that was something that I was called to do.
Wow. All right. Okay. Now, let's go to Miss Rhonda Morman. What brought you into the realm, and can you tell the audience who are you? What do you do?
Well, my name's Rhonda Morman, and I'm an artist. And what pretty much brought me into the industry was it's like it kind of saved my destiny. I think I'll put it that way. It was I was a little girl in a wheelchair and used to dream about acting. So, in a nutshell, that kind of gave me inspiration. Bottom line, and today I'm acting and doing what I love.
Yes. Wow. All right. All right. So, what really made you want to be in this industry?
What made me want to be in it?
Yeah.
Well, I hate to. It's always the same. I'm gonna piggyback off what Malika said. It literally was Diana Ross. I was on my balcony in short, and I heard this acting from the television, and it was Lady Sing the Blues. And I was in a wheelchair at the time. I went inside, and I heard her acting. She was in the scene with Richard Pollard, Richard Pryor, and it was moving. At that time, I was totally depressed. I felt isolated, and ugly and disabled, and she moved me. And I wanted to be able to do what she did for me, for others. So that's what made me want to do it.
Okay. All right. All right. So now, Miss Chanel, what brought you into the industry, and can you like tell us who you are?
Okay, you guys can hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I want to say, well, I've always been a performer at heart. That's something that I've just always been good at. That was always my extracurricular. So I didn't actually get the confidence to actually pursue it until I was an adult. But it was just something that I always wanted to do. I just never was confident enough to do it. And then I got the opportunity to do so once I was working at this entertainment law firm. And just being around those individuals, they kind of like pushed me and gave me the confidence that I needed. They helped me get into schools. And after that, everything else is history.
Wow. So, what do you do?
Say again.
What do you do? Who are you?
Oh, I'm an actress, honey.
All right. Yes. Now, Miss Chantel, tell us who you are, what you do, and what brought you into this industry.
Yes. So my name is
I'm
Chantal.
I'm
Like,
sorry. I think it lagged a little bit. Can you say it one more
um,
time?
Oh no, sorry, that was a question for Miss
Sean.
Chantal.
Chantal is her name.
All right, Miss
Yeah.
Chantal.
So yes, I started acting. I started taking theater classes when I was 10. I've always been interested in performing arts since I was a kid. I was inspired by Robert Townsend's television show back in the day, and I made my dad buy me a camcorder, and I made my own sitcom and forced my cousins to act in my sitcom. So that was my start, and that's what got me interested in just seeing Black women on TV. Always inspired me. I'm an actress. I have written and produced 2 award-winning short films. I'm also the CEO and founder of CoStar Coaching, which is an acting studio located in Atlanta, Georgia, where I teach group classes and I also coach actors individually for auditions. And yeah, that's me.
All right, all right. Okay, now Miss Shaquita Smith, can you tell us who you are and why you got into this industry?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Shaquita Smith, and I started actually. I snuck in an acting class. That's how I found how I love acting, and I wasn't supposed to be in that class actually, and it was like a advanced theater class, and I fell in love with it ever since then. And honestly, I just like the fact that I could be anybody, whoever I wanted to be in theater, and I just kept that love continuously every single moment. So it's just been a beautiful experience. What I do, I'm an actress. I am also a producer, CEO of my own company called Quita Films. I produce my own films and an author as well. So I do a collection of poetry. So that's what I do in a short.
Okay, okay. Now, Miss India, can you tell us what brought you into acting and the industry, and what do you do?
Hi everyone, India Marie Cross, and I'm an actor. And I think I was studying journalism in college. I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to write novels and like short stories. I always did that growing up. And then I took a theater elective, and it just came like uber now. Like it was just so one of the first times where I found like flow, like in my life, like where I wasn't like I was trying to be an athlete earlier on, because I wanted to just bond with my brother. I wanted to fit in with my dad and him, and that was something that I kind of just forced. Like, but with acting, it just was like flow, like real flow. So, caught a theater bug, went and changed my major to theater, and I've been acting ever since 2011.
Wow. Okay, okay. Now, Miss Taylor, who are you and what brought you into the industry?
Hey, my name is Taylor Polidore. Who I am, I'm an actor, I'm a human. But what brought me to the acting industry? When I was about 7, I started modeling, and from there, I enjoyed it. I liked the industry, and my mom got me in some classes, and my teacher at the time said that I was ready to go ahead and be signed to an agent. So I started as a kid. I was in my first movie when I was 13, and whenever I got on set and saw the studio and the sound stages, I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I just it's been a journey since then. I'm no longer 13, but I stuck with it, and I still enjoy it. I still love it. It's just as magical.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Now, when we all introduce ourselves, Miss Malika and Miss Rhonda, you share a same idol. So, do you guys find yourself having any other similarities like that?
You want to start that, Rhonda?
You want to know? You gonna go ahead and start it.
Jalen, ask the question one more time.
Do you guys share similarities like you share the same idol?
I'm pretty sure. I think all of us that are artists and actors have similarities that we share of just being in the industry, of just uh, being powerhouses, and understanding about the craft and studying and what it takes to be in this industry. And so I think that we all have, outside of just Rhonda and I, have different similarities that we can all um, say that we have together. You know what I mean? That we share together. Just being in the industry, you have to have an understanding of it. You have to believe in yourself. You have to study. You have to understand scripts, and So I think that just in the industry period, there's going to be similarities. It may not be a particular person, but just similarities of just being in the business and understanding of it. And I think that that's something that just not Rhonda and I may have, but all of us as actresses that's on this panel will have similarities as far as that goes.
All right. So, Miss Rhonda, you talked about you were in a wheelchair, so wanting to do what you're doing now. And can you share the story about how you ended up in that wheelchair?
Yeah. In a short, it was a drive-by shooting. I was 7 years old. I was jump roping outside, and I was being babysitted at the time, and got shot one time. Kept jump roping, and shot another, the same right leg, and I was told immediately when I went to the hospital that I would never walk again. And of course, at 7, that's devastating. Thank God I am walking. God is a miracle worker. And I prayed till about 4.5 years. I started walking at about 11 and a half years old. There was introduced to Christ, Jesus Christ, when I was introduced to this panel called Bible Club. And it was for little girls and boys, little nappy headed girls and boys. They would come and pick us up and take us over there, and we would learn about God. And I learned about how He heals and listen to the little children. So I start praying. 4.5 years later, I start walking.
Wow. So, also on your IMDb, it said at the age of 11, you took your first steps, and also those steps led you into the entertainment business. So, right after you were able to walk again, is that the first measure you took?
Acting. We actually did. I started singing. Actually, it was that same Bible club would introduce us to little plays, and the first one we did was Jesus Christ Superstar, and I was just happy on that stage in a wheelchair, just singing my little heart out, and I liked it. I liked that for the first time, I wasn't looking at what I was in, but what I was doing, and because I always felt isolated and different. And just wanted to fit in. And so at that moment on that stage, I loved the exchange.
I don't think I ever knew that.
No, you didn't.
That's one of my favorite plays. I actually did my thesis on that for my lighting class.
Yes, that was
Star.
my very first stage play.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, Miss Shaquita Smith, you are an actress, producer. You are also a pageant girl. So
I am, yes.
you are in a lot of stuff, which I know by what I've heard, pageants are extremely like hard to do, hard to get in the mindset to do. So, what brought you into that area?
Yeah, interesting enough. So my childhood, I had a very traumatizing childhood, and I was very, people would call mute. I wouldn't really speak. I wouldn't really talk. I was like always like this little girl, like in this bubble. And pageantry was one of the things that I saw that women was super confident and spoke very well, and they talk and they walk, and I was like, wow, I wish that I could do that. I wish that I could be that, because I was completely opposite at the age of like 10 and 12. um, and then when I got older, I said, I told my father, I said, hey, I think I want to do a pageant. And with pageantry, it allowed me to walk confidently in rooms. It allowed me to speak well. And sometimes people think pageantry is about being pretty and different things of that nature, but to me, it wasn't. It was more empowering, and also it allowed me to be around amazing women too. It was no like competition. It wasn't that. It was like every time that I see a woman, I had to find something that was beautiful about her. If it was, the way she looked, the way, she dressed, or even just the way she talked. And so even with pageantry, it has helped me throughout my years, even now. Um, Even when I go into rooms that I feel like I don't need to be in, I walk in those rooms knowing that I can be. And it's also in a space of manifestation. And so when I walked on stage, every time that I did pageantry, it wasn't a matter of who was the most amazing woman or the most beautiful woman. It was like, who was the most confident? Who was the most that has something to say? And that's the reason why I joined pageantry.
Wow. Okay. All right. And Miss India, recently I just saw a video on your YouTube where you went skydiving, which also said help boost your confidence. So, what brought that along?
I turned 31 June 28th, and growing up, to be quite candid, I was very like on the poorer side of things, and so like we didn't really celebrate birthdays. And so I noticed when I was like 27 or 28 that I had this angst around my birthday. And so I started getting really inquisitive about it around that time. And then I started saying, oh, like, I don't want to celebrate it because I never really did. And I feel like when I do, I don't know that there's some type of, like, should I be doing this? Should I be living my life this way? Or should I be celebrating this way? Whatever. So I started exploring that. And then I started celebrating my birthday and doing like, bucket list kind of things, and then kind of tying it to what I'm dealing with as a human being. So like around that time, I was dealing with like a lot of fear, a lot of like worrying, like what's going to happen, and am I going to be okay? Are these things going to turn out the way I want them to turn out? And so I wanted to do something that would help me face my fears. I was really, really scared to do it, and quickly something that I learned while I was up there in the skies is really is in the breath. Like if you are ever fearful of something or nervous or whatever you're feeling is in your body, and like you can trick yourself and coach yourself out of it. And that's kind of what I did and what I learned. And I can go on and on and on about it, but I loved it. Like I'm going actually in 2 weeks again. It's like the guy who was my trainer, he called it a air bed or a sky bed. And he talked about how you could just, I was just up there floating from the parachute, like just calling out to God, like, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that. Please remove like any doubt that I have in my mind. Um, and I got a lot of tranquility from it. So yeah, that was long, but yeah.
Okay. Wow. And Miss Chantal, you are a producer. You actually have two award-winning short films. One just recently came out. Lauren's Got a Boogie. So, what got you into producing? What got you into kind of the creation aspect of it?
Well, I would say necessity. Um, I was in New York and I'm obsessed with like period pieces and period dramas. So I wasn't getting those auditions. So I just created my own stories. The first story I created was about a jazz singer in Chicago in the 1930s. And the second one, Lorene's Got a Boogie, was about a Filipino girl in the 70s in LA who wanted to audition for Soul Train. So both of them were period pieces, but they also had like music and dance involved in them as well. Because I'm also very interested in, I'm a dancer and love music. So it was just necessity and wanting to do the projects that I wanted to do. So difficult journey, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. But yeah, it was necessities what pushed me into writing and producing my own work.
So what kind of kept you doing it? Because I know it's hard to get your work out there, hard to try to get it places where people could be seen. So what kept you in the mindset of doing it?
I would say my tribe, the people around me. I like to put the people around me in my projects. So not only was I getting an opportunity to work on things that I wanted to work on, but I was also giving my friends opportunities to work on projects that they weren't actively being cast in. So when I made it more about other people and less just about me, I think that's what really motivated me to continue.
Okay. So with everyone here, I'm gonna get to more stuff later. But with everyone here, you've all met before. Y'all had chemistry before. So how do you feel being around all these incredible people? Let's start from top left and go all the way down. How do you feel being around all these incredible people, all these incredible black women who are doing their thing and just doing what they love?
Honored. You said stop. Top. You said top left.
You could go.
I look like the top left on my screen.
Okay. I mean, you could go.
No, no. Am I though? Or am I at the
Uh,
bottom?
I can't tell.
on the thing it shows Rhonda top left,
Oh, okay.
Malika.
Well,
My picture, yeah, I can't even see her on
I
mine.
mean, well, it's no coincidence that you said that then because I just actually put in the chat that it's so nice to see everyone's face. So just that. I mean, it's beautiful to see. I'm missing Chantal's face though. I mean Chanel's face, not Chantal. So it's just wonderful looking at everybody. I'm looking at everyone in their normal, but I'm seeing and I know all these questions that you're asking. They're refreshing, but it's like I know them, and I rejoice for them and I support them. And this is all about camaraderie. Um, I'm honored to be working with every single one of them. So it's I'm sure that that's going to be the consensus all the way through. It's very interesting to have a group of women that we can work together, but also root for one another in this industry, outside of this industry, because it takes that kind of motivation to keep going.
Um, First of all, I love all these women. I love just seeing their talent and their growth. I'm a fan of everybody's work for individual reasons. I'm a fan of their personality. I'm a fan of the way that they love their craft. It's always good to be around women who are supportive and also want to see you win, and especially when it's so many times where people and women are so against one another. So when you get a group of women in the same art form that you're in, that is supportive and that wants to see you win and see you excel, is rare. And so with these women, I'm definitely excited to be a part of our tribe of actors and what we're doing, and love everything about them.
Okay. Miss Chantal, you can go next.
Okay. So yeah, I think it's well, like echoing what Rhonda said. It's refreshing seeing everyone here. Um, Taylor, you could have told me you was going to Barbados. I do feel a way about watching you eat bacon shark in Barbados while I was in Atlanta. So I'm just gonna say that.
Very blessed.
'Cause, you know, I just don't understand why you would leave me in Atlanta while you are in Barbados.
It was a last
Eat
minute
bacon shark.
decision. It
I
was a
just,
last minute decision.
I'm gonna let
Wait,
it
I'm
go.
sorry. Did you have on the Barbados clothes? Did you do the whole?
Oh, I was on
Yes,
the
she
road.
did.
Yes,
She
Oh,
did.
she
She was
did.
wrong.
And
She was
she
wrong.
looks so
oh,
cute too. She looks so
oh!
cute
I can't
too.
wait to look at this. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So I just gotta be honest. You left me out a little bit, but it's okay. I'm gonna get it together.
We gotta
But
go
no, it
again.
is. Yes, yes, absolutely. But no, it's always Jalen. To answer your question, it's always great to see these women, and I'm just so grateful for them. And I feel like each one of them serves a different purpose, specifically in my life. Like Malika, I'm able to reach out to her about producing stuff, and she's able to just offer me so much information. And just working together with Rhonda on set, Shaquita on set, India and I recently went to go see a play together in Atlanta, which was a great experience, really cool. So it's just refreshing to be able to work with such a great group of women, and they all take the craft very seriously, and are all damn good actresses. So that's great. So it's all love, and I'm grateful to be a part.
Miss India, you can go next.
I think I'm just, probably gonna sound redundant, but just grateful, honestly. I think there's a lot of different styles of actors out here. There's a lot of different feeling around how to approach the craft. And I'm always honored when God puts me in places where there's like a genuine respect for the art of acting. And what I noticed about this cast that is really unique is that we're students of it. Like we really are studying the work. We really are aspiring to get to another level in the craft. And I think that that's very honorable and unique. It's very easy to just, reach a certain place in this industry and be like, that's good enough, or I made it. But I think all of us have that, that mind frame where it's like, how can I dig deeper? How can I bond with this character even more uniquely and intimately? And so I'm grateful for that aspect.
Okay. Miss Taylor, you next.
And the question was, how does it feel to work with all of these women?
Yes.
Ah, I like everyone else is saying, very grateful because to be able to share space and share the screen with women that are so reflective of my own culture and just Black culture period, and the project that we worked on all together was so inclusive and so different. I was really grateful to be able to take that journey with all of the women, everybody actually who was involved. um, and it was a lot of fun. um, I can say that it's a lot of fun and just a built-in sisterhood, um, because it's a collective understanding when you're working with other Black women. And the particular project we worked on was led by a Black woman, and it was a whole lot of Black girl magic going on. So it was a good experience.
Okay. Now, you, Miss Shaquita Smith.
I'ma just say these some bad witches, okay? Bad women, okay? They are phenomenal. Every single one of them. Like, it's not one of these people, these women on here that I can go to and cry to or just lean on about anything. Um, to Testament of Taylor, like everybody has magic, and they do strategically, and I'm so humble and blessed to be around every single one of them because sometimes it may not be that way a lot. Sometimes I'm gone. I'm like, man, I remember when I was with, Chanel or Chantal or India gave me something. It's like everybody give me something that I'm like, I wish I get that back. So it's very refreshing and it's very memorable, in every space to know these women. And I'm super, super grateful to just be on a journey with every single one of them.
Okay. Okay. Now back to you, Miss Taylor. You've been in some pretty big shows. When I search up your name, they say, "Who is Allison Snowfall?" And when I looked you up, I saw that you were in a show I watched a while ago. So, how does it feel being in big projects like these and just getting out there on the screen?
It feels good. Um, I think that all actors, with each job that we take, we equally put as much heart and love into it. And sometimes, just sometimes, the and I don't think it's anything particularly different that artists do. It's just sometimes you strike gold, and when those opportunities come, you celebrate it just like you celebrate any other project that you put your heart into. So, like every job that I have, I'm grateful to work. I'm grateful to do what I do, and um, it's great experiences.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, Miss Malika, you are in a lot of things. You have some people you work with. You're an actor, you're a producer, you're a director. How do you manage all this?
um, Organization. um, I'm usually juggling quite a few projects at once, and I designate particular times, particular days where I focus on those particular projects. That's the only way that I can keep everything together and organized. I'm very meticulous about organization. I'm very meticulous about being clear and clarity and making sure that everyone that's involved understands the purpose of the project. Usually when I am producing, I'm very strict because I move in a spirit of excellence in everything that I do. And so my team, I expect the same thing. And but I still do it with love, and that's the difference. A lot of times, people, when they're in a leadership position, they take it to heart, or they take it to where they can be condescending, or they can make a person feel like they're not valuable. And one of the things is that when I am in that leadership position, I try to make sure that everyone feels valuable and everyone feels needed, and that we're just trying to do something great and coming together. And I expect everyone to move in that spirit of excellence, and that's what in turn always ends up being a successful production, especially when I'm in that leadership position. So when you do that, that's how I'm able to just be grounded and making sure that everything is in alignment, and that's basically organization, and putting everything together.
Okay. Wow. So, you all have a strong bond with each other, and I heard you guys are talking. We're talking about going places, even just out of the blue. So, what kind of things have you experienced from this group that you have experienced?
What's the question?
What things have you experienced with this, I guess, strong group that you have experienced with, I guess, other people?
Um, I think I think for me, with us being together, kind of piggyback on Shaquita and Taylor, the sisterhood. Sometimes when you are involved in projects, you go to work, you leave, and you just go to do the job and do what you're supposed to do as far as character wise or whatever position that you're in. And I think that the difference with this group of women is that we've all we have a bond individually with one another that separates some other projects that I've probably been on, where we still encourage each other and talk to each other. And like Chantal said, you know, if we are bouncing ideas off of each other. And some other projects, I'm not privy to that, to some other projects. So I think the difference with this one is that we're able to call on one another for advice, for support, whatever that may be. That this is a stronger bond that I've probably had with any other cast that I've been a part of, or people that I've worked with. For me.
Okay. Okay. So let's go back to some other things you guys do in the industry. Um, you, Miss India, you were in a recent short film called "It Wasn't Me," and just can you tell us about it?
So that was a friend of mine. His name is Udo. He's a Nigerian native, I want to say. And he wrote it, produced it, directed, did pretty much everything, even the editing.
Wow.
And the character's name was Kim, and basically she had a partner who was a corrupt cop. Um, and not to really get too intricate in the plot, you guys can check out the film. It's in my bio if you want. It's really just an honor to network and to play with the people who are on the same playing field with me with an esteemed amount of integrity. Like I think the culture sometimes when you're networking with people who are on the same playing field with you is like, you know, a lack of integrity, a lack of mutual respect and kind of just doing it as if, you know, this is whatever. But I was really honored to be on that set because everyone was so serious. Everyone respected what they were doing. Again, like another experience where a lot of the people that are a part of it are serious about what they're doing. Um, yeah, I think that's all I had to say. It was just cool. It was like pretty good writing. Uh, and like I said, there was a mutual respect across the board. And so I was grateful for that again.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And Miss Chantal, um you have a or you have a business where you coach actors, where you help actors, and it's called Co-Star Coaching. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so that's my baby, co-star coaching. And I started that informally in New York, just helping out some of my fellow acting friends before self tapes when we would go into the room. So I would just like, help out my friends. And when I transitioned and moved to Atlanta, it became a bit more formal. And I will say that I ran from coaching for a very, very long time. I did not want to do it. The thought of it made my stomach turn.
Hmm.
Um, I just didn't like the look of it. And I had to really surrender to my purpose, a part of my purpose, which is using my experiences to help encourage, motivate, and inspire other people. So once I really surrendered to that, everything kind of shifted and opened up for me in a way that I never thought of because it was never a part of my plan, the plan that I had for myself. So, but the feeling that I get after working with other artists, whether that's just like encouraging them or helping them with something specific, it just fills me up. So I'm happy that I surrendered to the call, and we have fun. We really just have a lot of fun. So I'm grateful for it, and grateful for the journey of just being a part of other people's journey.
So, also, Miss Rhonda, you have an organization that you own, you and your husband own, Better Living Center headquarters. Can you tell us a bit about that?
You know what? I'm gonna have to take that down. Not that I didn't do that. However, my husband and I, we did run and operate a community center, and I can still tell you about it. I'm just transitioning it. We're no longer in the location. I had to close those doors about last year, actually. So that one kind of hit hard because you caught me off guard on that one. But we are transitioning that into now what we want to call Healing House.
Okay.
And now I'm working on getting those components because I love serving others. Similar to what Chantal was talking about, when you have a calling and God just tells you to do it, you just do it. And I love pouring whatever experience or whatever wisdom I can pour into someone's vision or whatever it may be, however he chooses to use me. So we did have to close our doors. However, we were in business for 30 plus years in that same location, and we have changed and impacted lives from here to Africa for over 30 plus years in that same location. So it's a family oriented thing. We still are putting all of our dollars and money and time into it today. However, now we're looking to, you know, how God closes one door and opens another. We're looking to actually expand and grow. And the future of that will be called Healing House. So,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. And we have one question from the audience. Why did you run from coaching, Chantal?
Whew. I didn't like the way it looked. From being a young girl and wanting to be an actress all my life, nobody that I looked up to was a teacher or a coach. So the thought of it to me was like, if you're coaching, that means that you yourself failed or you yourself didn't achieve what you set out to achieve. And I felt like it should be all about me. I was like, no, I don't want to help nobody else. It's about me. And it sounds crazy when I say it out loud, but that's actually, what I felt in that moment. So yeah, it didn't look like what I thought success meant. It didn't look like it for me. So I had to once I had to take a look at what that definition meant to me. Um, and then just get real and honest with myself about like Rhonda said, when you have a calling, the more you run from it, the more resistance you experience in your life. You know what I mean? Like the more you're out of alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. So I dabbled my toe in it here and there, and every time I dabbled my toe, things started just feeling a little bit easier. And I was like, well, I like stuff to be easy because life was rough. I was just fighting. I was fighting myself. So that's why I ran from it, because I was operating out of a place of ego and I just didn't like the way it looked.
Okay.
That's so good.
Yes, it is. And Miss Taylor, I know you have to go soon, but before you have to head off, can you please tell the audience where they could find you, where they could follow you, and share your information?
Absolutely. You could find me on Instagram, on Twitter, at Taylor Polidore, just my first and last name, and on TikTok at Taylor Polidore minus all the vowels in my name.
Yes.
Thank
But,
you so much.
well, thank you for coming
It was
on. Thank
good
all of you for
seeing
coming
you,
on.
I
Taylor.
miss you, Taylor.
Y'all.
Yes. Seem like a friend favorite.
Bye.
Have a great one.
Bye.
Yes. But all right, so let's transition into more stuff about you guys. But you guys all share a common interest in acting. Some of you share a common interest in directing, producing, and you guys all just share a common interest. Do you guys ever think of maybe creating something together?
We do.
Shaquita talked about it. I've talked about it with Miss Ryan. I've talked about it with Chantal. I've heard Miss Malika talking about it. Well, I think we all know potentially that, excuse me, we could come up with something like grandiose if we wanted, and groundbreaking, super creative. I think what's cool about all of us is that while there's a similarity, there is a plethora of differences. We have like really different backgrounds, really different childhood experiences, Um, and I think that if we ever did collaborate, that would be like a beautiful work of art. So yeah.
Okay. So, talking about collaboration, Miss Malika, you have kind of a collaboration, Life AF.
Hmm.
So, can you tell us about that and what sprung that? What made you and your friends start that up?
It's called Tess and Jackie hashtag Life AF, and it is a web series that myself and my best friend created during the pandemic when there was no work, and we wanted to be creative, and we came up with this idea. It actually, we were doing it for a film festival, with a film festival that wanted submissions for you have to do a short about having COVID, doing the COVID-19. And so we didn't make the cut for the submission because the editor didn't give us back the edit in time. So from there, we said, you know what, we're gonna put it out on social media. Put it out on social media. We got a lot of response from it, and then we were like, hey, why don't we just continue um, doing different episodes? And we shot seven of the episodes on the iPhone. And the first three episodes, we shot ourselves. I shot all her scenes. She shot all my scenes, and we were every position, the grip, the lighting, the makeup, the actors. I mean, we did everything. So it let us know basically how we can create our own and make our own seed, and make opportunities for ourselves, and um, everything doesn't have to be perfect, you know what I'm saying, as long as that the story is there, and the acting is there, and the desire is there. And then from there, we started getting different writers who we knew that were writing episodes for us. And then from there, we started getting people who want to be a part. We had a DP, but we still use the iPhone because we really wanted to kind of stick with being able to let other people know and inspire other people that you can make your own movies, you can do your own thing, and it doesn't have to have all the equipment and everything in order to be successful with that. And a lot of that came from just watching Issa Rae, and how she did her web series, and how it eventually turned into Insecure. And so we just fell in love with it. It's two best friends. It's kind of Lucy and Ethel meets Pam and Gina from Martin, and two broke girls. It's over the top slapstick comedy, something that two black girls that you really have not seen. And so right now we're just have the faith that that eventually it'll be seen from the world, on a bigger scale. So I'm really excited about it. I believe in it. I believe that it was something that God gave us during that time, during the pandemic, and just from the response that we've gotten, it's been really good. But we know it's something that's going to be fire and desire.
Yes. Okay. So, you said the web series was starting it because when the pandemic first started. Do you guys have intentions of still making more episodes?
Yeah, we are. I don't know if we're going to do it right now, but we are definitely going to be doing some more episodes. But yeah, it's we have our whole package and everything and together and ready, and so we're just sitting on that right now.
Yes. Okay. Well, and also, Miss India, she has to go soon. Audition, so prayerfully you get it. Praying
Yes.
for it, praying for it. But before you go, can you tell the audience where they can follow you, all of your information?
Yeah. So I'm India Marie Cross on everything. I have my own YouTube channel where a couple of my first shorts are there. IMC Television. That's my my Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter and TikTok is all India Marie Cross. India like the country. I do want to say thank you to you, Jalen, for having us, having me. It was a pleasure to see all my this way, and connect and just like learn stuff about them that I didn't even know that I didn't know. Like I didn't even know Miss Malika shot years on the iPhone. I didn't know Miss Rhonda, like I knew her story that, with her egg and everything. But I guess hearing the intimate pieces, I know Shaquita was a like a pageant girl, like Chantal, like I know pretty in depth. But um I don't know. It's just cool to hear those about you guys, and I'm glad that you did this, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So thank you for having me. Seriously.
Yes. Well,
Miss
thank you for coming on. Yes, well, all of you, I talked about your acting. I talked about what you guys do out on the big screens, but
Bye, India. Good to see you.
Yeah.
India,
Love,
I miss you.
love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
So, Jalen, I have a question before you start. What is it about you that got you wanting to get into this space of interviewing and doing a podcast and being able to interview individuals to be able to share their experiences and what they're about? What made you want to do this type of platform?
well, it kind of all started from acting. I was in like film, not film. I was in theater things in the summer, and I eventually was able to get into an international mattress commercial. But my mom didn't know what she was, so she turned it what it was, so she turned it down. I heard about her talking on the phone, and I bawled my eyes out because I don't really cry, but I bawled my eyes out that day, and she was like, "Oh, we have to do this," and that was like a while ago, like 2016, 17. She got me the first things, then eventually rolled to like modeling, and that brought me to the red carpet. And after that, pandemic hit, so I had to do it online, and it's kind of been going ever since. Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you, thank you.
Nice.
But I just noticed all you guys have gray backgrounds, and it's like I'm not fitting in because gray, 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 and I'm just like it was like the rainbow face or whatever. But yeah, but everyone knows what you guys do on the big screen now. But what do you guys do to relax when you're not out there performing and out there doing what you do?
Well, I love to travel. Um, I love just being able to just explore other countries and places, and so that's definitely one of the things I love. I love to color. A lot of people don't know that about me, but I love to color. I love sometimes I'm so busy a lot of times that I'm literally excited about going to bed. Like I literally cannot wait to get in the bed and just relax, like because of just the schedule and how it is. But and for some reason I never really liked to cook, but because I am a mother, and I have to cook. I've actually kind of grew into enjoying the cook, and it's always a production with me when I cook. Like it's a production. Everything I do is like a production. But I've grown to love to cook and just center and put my music on and relax and cook at the same time.
Okay.
Mhm. I like to do a lot of stuff, but I feel like I'm always a workaholic from Rhonda words. But I like nature. I like walking. I like to think and just let my mind just go. I also like to watch TV and movies and old movies and just watch things and find new nuances in film. That makes me excited. I also like putting clothes together. I'm such a fashion head that I like to say, "Ooh, I want to put this together." That's my own little quirky stuff that I like to do. But those are the things that I like to be happy outside of actually working because I'm always writing. I'm always thinking about the next thing. I'm always doing this. And sometimes these ladies got to be like, Shaquita, stop. I need you to do something else. So, yeah, that's it.
He definitely likes doing fashion shows.
Fashion shows and reels and fashion shows.
I think for me, I'm an organizer. I like I like getting organized. Like right now, I'm putting things together for my house that is exciting me. Little things, it's things that probably wouldn't make a big deal to someone, but I am very busy. I spend a lot of time with my family. That is very important to me. But I'm getting more in the creating space because I've been creating for others that now I've taken it to the part where I'm starting to create for myself. So I'm finding enjoyment on that journey. I have something to share, and it's time I start stepping into those shoes. So, but also, I am a foodie. I love to eat. So, any new places we can go out. And the latest thing I love to do more than anything is date my husband.
Oh,
I think that that would be the
Oh,
biggest thing is that I'm not taking for granted my support system and why I am who I am and what I can do in the first place. So,
Okay.
and she loved crab legs.
yeah, I love crab legs.
Me too.
I mean, yeah,
I
I can
She
eat
love
it.
loved
crab
crab legs.
legs.
Like me.
I can eat
I
it
want
every
some
Oh,
day.
blue
you love
crab.
crab legs?
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, now see, now y'all
oh,
playing. So
see
we're trying to
now,
stay. I'm trying to stay in the interview, Jalen. Don't talk about crab.
look. We definitely doing crab day. Like we literally have to have crab all the time.
Yeah.
Shaquita know. So we are like crab
Look at her
fanatics.
face.
Crab, coffee, and sunflower seeds. I love
All
that.
the time. But yeah, I like doing lots of things. Right now I'm exploring. I want to do a little bit of even more. I want to just think out the box. So I'm not putting a limitation on it. Whatever it is, she'll be.
Yes. Okay. Now, Miss Chantal, what do you do to relax when you're not out there and being on the beach?
I don't know about relax, but what I do for fun, I dance. So I teach a weekly dance class every Saturday called This is Soca Saturdays. Soca music is music of the Caribbean, if anybody does not know. And it just gives the vibe of carnival, fun, feminine energy, feminine empowerment. And I love movement. I feel like it's meditation for your body in motion. And yeah, so I just dance. I I love choreographing dances, teaching dance, and just moving. So that's my outlet.
I just can I just say this? I think Chantal wakes up in the morning and just do an 8 step. I think she I think it's an 8 count every morning. I really do. I don't
It's a
I
one
just
two step.
imagine that
It's a 1-2 step out of the bed. You get wake
I
up, get out of the bed, and it is a 1-2 step. Yes,
oh, 1, 2. I thought it was a whole 8 count. Just okay.
just a 1-2 step. I just do a
One,
one
two.
two step in the morning.
Okay.
But
She
it is
is,
choreographed, ain't it? It's choreographed, ain't it?
Just a little bit.
but watching you, Chantal, it makes you want to
Makes me
dance.
want to dance. I tell her that every
Yeah,
time.
yeah, it makes you want to dance. Like I'm like, I can your shoulders get to moving because she be
Yeah,
grooving and
it just
doing her thing.
it
And
just all of a sudden.
especially like when we out, when we've been out and she's
Yeah.
dancing, it
yeah.
makes you want to get in and just dance and just
Send me
release
your
because it
shoulder.
just looks like she just
Look,
having so much fun and she just in her own world and zone. I
Yes.
love that. I love that
I
about you. One
do.
of the things I
I
love
get
about you.
joy. I get joy watching you.
Yeah,
It brings.
Yeah,
yeah,
literally,
definitely.
literally.
No, yes,
Just shimmy your
Yeah, the
shoulder.
movement helps you release so many things that so you don't even realize your body's like holding stagnant. And once you just start moving, like your body is just able to release stuck energy, stagnant energy, feelings that you don't want there. So that's why I'm always excited because it's just such like a great experience for me. Like, with the good energy of the music, and then just the body loves the movement. So
Yeah. So
The
wow.
body loves the movement. I'm gonna
I love
hashtag
it.
that.
Yeah.
But
That's
when
a
you guys talked about eating crab, you have to invite me because like I love crab. I love crawfish. Do you guys like crawfish?
I've tried it.
I've
It's so
tried it.
bad.
Oh yeah, you did try
I
it.
tried it for the first time. Again, I told you I'm on that journey. So I'm like trying new things. So yes, I did try it. I'm gonna try it again, see if I grow to like it. I liked it, but I didn't love it.
You sure did.
I
same.
did. Reluctantly. I'm trying to live, Jalen. I'm trying to live.
But
Yeah, Jalen, we have to invite you to our crab date.
yes, yes. Have you seen the crab potato chips?
I'm sorry, come again?
The crab potato chips.
No. And
I
I
don't
don't
know
want to
about
see
crab
that.
potato chips.
That doesn't sound
I
tasty.
haven't tried it before, but like I was really into crawfish, and one guest actually said, "Oh, well, I seen like a thing where I could send you some crawfish potato chips." Yeah,
I never
That
heard
don't
of
sound
that.
good.
yeah. I mean, I tried it. It tastes like crawfish. It tastes exactly like crawfish,
Are
but
you serious?
yeah, just a little saltier. Yeah,
Who makes it?
Lay's.
Of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
They make everything.
They make everything.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but I'm going to look into that. I am now. You have challenged me to buy a bag, and we got to try it. Sis. We
Yeah,
got to
the crab
try it.
crab potato chips.
I'm gonna try
Okay.
it, Jalen, and I'm gonna let you know if I like it. If it's
Okay. Okay. Okay.
all
All
right.
right. All right. But sadly, our time has come to an end. And before we go, I want you guys to do two things for me real quick. I want you guys to share your information so people could find out more about you and just see all the work you guys did. And also, can you give an inspiring word for inspiring actresses out there or just people who are wanting to do what they love?
I'll
Um,
start off. I'll start off. You can find me on IG and Twitter, Facebook, actress Malika Blessing. And I will say, stay faithful. Believe in what you feel your gift is. Don't give up. Make your own way. If you are going out and auditioning and things are not happening for you, how the social media is and where we are now in these days, you can create your own. Study your craft and keep pushing. And I love you guys. I have to go.
Well, thank you for
Love you
coming.
guys. Thank you guys so
bye,
much.
I love you.
Thank you guys so much for doing this. Thank you, Jalen, for having us on. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you ladies for doing this. It means a lot. It really does.
Yeah,
Thank you.
love
It
you.
does.
Love you.
All right. Love you guys.
Real
Love
quick,
you.
I know we got to go. You can find me at I am Rhonda Morman on all of them, all the platforms. And my biggest thing I would say is just don't compare yourself. I think that would be don't compare yourself to others. And yeah, your walk is your walk.
I love that. I guess I'll go. My name is again Shaquita Smith. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and put in Shaquita Smith, ShaQuita SMITA, Shaquita Smith. One encouraging word I tell everybody is there is only one you, and you is a masterpiece. So if you live with that space, walk in every room, and know that inside of you, you'll be impeccable.
Yeah. And I can be found on Instagram, chantalmaurice.com, and co-star_coaching. And one word piece of advice that I would leave with aspiring actors, up and coming actors, is to find your tribe. Acting is not a solo sport, even though sometimes it feels like it is because you're auditioning by yourself. But to find a tribe, and a tribe of people that you can pour into when they need and can also pour into you during the downtime. So, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Well, thank you all for coming on. Thank you for sharing your stories. And well, pretty sure I can give you contacts and share the link with you of the YouTube. But thank you all for just coming on.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Jalen.
you for having us, and congratulations on pursuing your dreams.
Yes, thank you.
Agreed.
Have a fantastic day.
You too.
You too.
Bye, ladies. Love
Thank
y'all.
you, y'all.
Love you, ladies.
Love you.
And thank you to the audience out there in the audience. And yeah, just thank you for watching. Thank you for really supporting me. It's been like, wow, like almost 4 years now since we started. And it's grown so much. And I really appreciate you. 600 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. 600 subscribers. Thank you guys. And well, while we're here, I found a lot more stuff with potato chips. There's not just crawfish. There's there's spicy crawfish. There's steak flavored. Okay, there's steak flavored. There's fried crab potato chips, roasted lamb, baked garlic. Did I just see beef Wellington? Steak Wellington. Cucumber flavor. Yeah, okay, wow. Roasted chicken wing flavor. Interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for 600 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it so much. And also, a lot new stuff's coming up, a lot more stuff, hosting events, a lot more plays coming up. If you check Facebook at Jalen Says TV, should have all the information about upcoming things, all the information about that. And for any questions or anything about really how to communicate with us, our Gmail is Jalen Says Media to contact about anything that you might want to share, any information you have. Just, yeah, basically anything you'd want to know. And thank the ladies for coming on. I mean, I really appreciate it. And also, On Time Sunwear glasses. I showed them off like the last couple times. Stylish. They look wonderful. I look incredible wearing these. And yeah, also recently I did my first sermon. It's on YouTube. Everyone said I did a great job. Was really nervous, but hey, it was pretty fun to do. And I mean, yeah, there's a play coming up. Are You My Daddy too, which should have a lot of information about it on my Facebook, Jalen Says TV. I mean, yeah, thank you all for coming on. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you guys for liking. Make sure you like and subscribe. And thank you guys for 600 subscribers. Really appreciate it. I mean, so close, getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool. I mean, also there's a new event I'm having, which is new, not event I'm having, but I'm also going to be on the red carpet for a new event, which is coming up real soon. There should be information about everything I'm talking about on my Jalen Says TV page. And yeah, awards coming up too. And I mean, a lot of cool stuff's coming up, a lot of cool interviewing stuff, a lot of new red carpet stuff coming up, a lot of new videos coming up. I mean, a lot of stuff I need to edit that I'm going to post on my YouTube channel. So guys, that's coming up too. And just stay tuned. Who knows, maybe I'll do like a fried crab Lay's potato chip review. I don't know. It exists. Don't know why. I mean, it must be good, but hey, guys, thank you for coming on. Any information you'd like to know, Jalen Says Media gmail.com. Jalen Says TV has any information about all our upcoming events and everything I'm doing. And yeah, guys, just stay tuned. Thank you for 600 subscribers again. I really appreciate it. Cannot stretch this enough. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate all your support. All you guys just doing this because it's pretty cool. I wouldn't thought I would have these many subscribers in like a couple of years. Thank you for the ladies that came on today that are doing their thing, encouraging people, and guys, just have an amazing day. Stay tuned. Peace.